mod. That's why I was getting confused. So that one there was a bonus piece of equipment at the last patch. It's only got 50 litres of stuff, but it goes 15 miles an hour, whereas this does 7. So double speed. However, you can't fit the thing I have on the front. These do not have 3-point on the front. So you can put the Azaria Pro, but that's the passive one, not the active one. Kind of like having the active one on, because up there on the top left, you can see that the front unit is active. So I know I'm getting an accurate spray. Also, if I get the self-propelled one, then I am limited to daytime spraying. This I can do night and day. So if it gets a little bit dark, I can still carry on spraying. I tend not to go, oh, it's 10 o'clock at night, let's go out and spray the fields. No, that's not what I'm doing. But it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, let's go out and spray some fields. And oh dear, it got a bit dark, but that's okay, because we can still see, or the electronic assistants, computer assistants can still see what I need to do. So that's good. Looks like the dude in the weeder is still going strong. So that's good. Like I said, we haven't checked any jobs yet, contracts, but might do some contracts later. Oh, we were halfway through doing these. So we got to the cows and the horses. The horses have 3,000 manure. They have all the straw they need. Sheeps have all the grass. And cows now have full food. Not enough slurry to ship. They do have enough manure to ship if I felt like it. If we go to productions, the biogas plant has nearly 2 tank worths of methane to ship. And we're now at 10,000 litres of wool, so sell. So that will sell on the hour. That's the next thing that will happen. And once we've done, if we keep an eye on our money, that should jump up from 226 to something nice. I think we might get about 20,000 from selling wool. So we could get up to 100, 250. As I said, we need to figure out which mowing stuff I'm going to get. I just want mowers that give me a little more option than just using my big giant 8R, the 400 horsepower 8R. I do want to put the 400 horsepower engine in the other 8R, but I'm kind of waiting until that kind of needs to be done. Then what else have we got? Or the other option would be to sell the small engine to 8R if something else big comes up on the is that it? That might be it. Let's do that. Turn that on. So we're actually on the end row. That's fine. Ooh, there's another thing for sale. Let's go have a look. Oh, it's the planter. 9-meter planter does not allow direct seeding. Also, does not have a very big seed tank. Okay, we're down to 22%. I might need to run back to the farm very, very soon. I think what I'll do is once we get over there, next to the grass field, we'll fold up, go back to the farm, fill this thing up, finish off the headland, so that'll take us all the way around over there. And then we can nip out here, go to that next field down and go fertilise that one. Okay, and try not to hit the trees, and brilliant. I was thinking, because we updated the map and kept the game save running, I was thinking that potentially it might be worth running around all the fields with a plough and do a create fields right round, just do the headland, the outside headland, with the plough that we have when there's nothing in the fields, and just normalise all of our fields so they all look right. The other thing I could do is wait until the field soil information decays. Every time you harvest a field, it loses one step, and eventually it's like, yeah, we don't know enough about this field anymore. You're going to have to analyse the soil again. And when that happens, I can do the damn it, missed. I can plough around the edge of the field to improve the accuracy of the edge of the field. And then I can just because like there, we just ran over those two red bits in the corner and didn't get spray on it. So there's a discrepancy between what the field definition in when we started the game, precision farming said the edge of the field is here, and what we can actually affect on the field, because a couple of pixels of field lost their field definition. I didn't go back to the farm. Oh well. I can always throw the fertilizer on the back of the truck and bring it out to wherever I am. So we'll probably do that. Yeah, it will stop giving us little dots of red along the edge of the field where we can't spray because it's not part of the field, if you like. It's It's what used to be part of the field. That's the thing. You get the same problem if I went and plonked a building on this field. Then it would still show the old soil information and the nitrogen levels and the pH levels. And it's like, well, yeah, I can't affect that because there's now a shed on the field that prevents me. I am not spraying in the ditch because we'll fold that up because we need to get across the bridge. So that's a thought. I don't know if we'll still be going when the soil information runs out. I think the grass field is going to need to be reanalyzed at some point, maybe in the next cut. So we've got 721 fertilizer in the tank here, so this is not going to get us very far on the next field. But, like I said, I can sneak out here and sneak back in here. And as soon as we clear the trees, I can unfold everything. It's the edge of the field. This is first row. So turn it on. Okay, but yeah, we don't need any more fertilizer. We don't need any more fertilizer unless there's a contract out there that needs it. Weed is still going. That's good. I guess we're going to get to see how far we get on this field as soon as we run out. I'll jump over to the case and see how that's getting on with the weeding in that first field. Then we'll grab the pickup, grab some fertilizer and come fill this thing up. What is that? That's a 6,000 litre pallet, or a pallet with 6,000 litres of liquid fertilizer on it. Or maybe it's not. It's dehydrated liquid fertilizer. But it's cheaper and more efficient than the solid fertilizer. I generally don't use solid fertilizer. Back in Farm Sim 17, or back before we had precision farming, I've always used precision farming. But if I were not using precision farming, then I would usually run around with a seeder that has solid fertilizer in. So I can do the planting and get the first stage of fertilization done. And then go out with the sprayer later and do the second stage of fertilization. Back in Farm Sim, is it Farm Sim 17 definitely? I'm not sure if Farm Sim 19 also only had... actually had 3 stages of fertilization. So that was, you had to figure out you had to go around 3 times, which was quite difficult. It meant you had to have narrow tires on a tractor, because you were going to be driving on a crop that could be destroyed driving on it. At the moment, we're just out here driving on a stage 1 growth, or a stage 2 growth, but it's basically just germinated. You can just see the plants growing out of the ground. So you can drive on with any type of wheel, but come June, you're going to be limited to narrows only. So you had to have a tractor with narrow tyres that could run your sprayer. And for me, typically, that was a Massey Ferguson 5 series. And I would usually carry one of the tanks mounted on the back of the tractor and a booster tank on the front to balance it. Sometimes you get to miss those days. Okay, we have 7 litres of fertiliser left. Yeehaw. Somewhere over here. Oh look, right there. And we've run out. Okay, so let us I need some sheds to put things in. Oh, we've got pallet seeds there, 2 pallets of seeds there, but nothing to plant for a while. Okay, we'll jump out. We'll throw all these on the back. Yes, I will use super strength, but technically you can throw these one at a time into the back of the truck. Not a problem. Strap, tailgate, and off we go. So what have we got in the back? 2056. That's not a lot. Not the right looping going through it. I think it's more than we need, so that's okay. I do like the mod that gave us this. This used to be standard in-game. 6,000 litres of dehydrated liquid fertilizer. So you didn't have to carry quite so much back to the farm. Okay, Phil, Bob, James, go. Okay, you are doing a thing. I have no idea. Can we see weeds here? See weeds. Yes, I can see weeds here. So he's still got the headland, I think. Well, it certainly looks like it from all the weeds along the edge here. And then you can see weeds up and down here. So he's almost to the end of that field. That's good. Okay, that's gone. Let's take this back to the yard. Might need to go back to the store. So I think there's an achievement that you have to drive 100 kilometers with a tractor or something. I can't remember. I might have done that. I should have done that one because it's like we have so many tractors that we're driving around. Okay, back that up a little bit. And go. Alrighty. Yeehaw. Front thing's still on. Good. So we are maximizing our ecological bonus score thing. By doing this with a crop sensor, we are not maximizing our ecological score by using a mechanical weeder. They would prefer that we use liquid herbicide, which damages the crop, which is not the ideal thing to have going on. Like I've said, you can control the yield. It's very difficult to control the environmental score. Oh dear, oh dear. Completely messed that up, didn't I? Okay. Turn that on, and now we get the edge bit. Kinda, sorta. That didn't. It is what it is. Let's just get this done. And you can see from over here, the cotton uses or requires half the nitrogen that corn requires for best yield. So having a cotton farm, a lot less fertilizer needed. Look at grief. We've already used 400 litres. Maybe 500 litres. So yeah. We are not going to have a lot less left at the end of this. Anyway. This to the end. Okay, there we go. And is that tree going to be in the way? Is the road sign going to be in the way? Yep. Oh well. It's not an important sign. Alrighty. So, last stretch. We can get this, well, we'll see. I guess. I was going to say we'll get this back to the farm, but I think once I've done this job, we've done all of the fertilizing we need to do on our farm. We can't cut the grass until next month, and we've still got the weeding to do, so I can look up contracts and see if there's anything that we could pick up and do. Now, there's spraying contracts, there's... what else could we have out there? I don't think there's any planting contracts. I think we've been through the planting season now, so it's really just going to be spraying, weeding, potentially herbicide. Now, I don't mind buying some herbicide and use it on other people's fields. That's absolutely fine by me. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, we have used about 650 litres just going around the outside of this field. Like the street sign. And I think we got it all. There's a little patch there, but I don't think it's within what game thinks is the bounds of the field. So we turn that off. We fold that up. We turn off the sensor at the front. All right. Let's get back to the farm and check on the contract board, I guess.